beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Lance now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. That catch good for only a couple. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them. Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, here's Tua. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On the move to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak,
there he goes left side. He's at the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Lance looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action, now it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away to his left. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown #2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. After the turnover, it's Tua. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the back?
He's got a man complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Gray. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Lance now to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Rolling to his right.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. So now the Niners get there and bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Tua.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Eric Armstead. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big play there for Miami. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Ooh, with a juke. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now it's Nwangu.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 12.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. escaping the pressure right.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On play action, here's Tua. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. To try again after the sack. Tua flushed, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He'll let it fly for Austin, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tua now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lance.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gray. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here's Nwangu. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the scramble. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively so they can't.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Tagovailoa.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Out to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rosen on 1st and 10.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
One final try now for Lance.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they